Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening sa lahat po. I'm Brother Onel Tolentino, and currently I'm serving in ANCOP as part of the CDP livelihood program. And I was a missionary way back in 2005. I started in China, and then afterwards I was also missionary in Mongolia, and came back to Philippines as a YFC Youth for Christ missionary serving in Mimaropa and also in North Central Mindanao. And afterwards, when me and Maia got married, we were assigned to Kenya as the first couple missionary. I mean, actually family missionary with our young daughter Tria back then. And after that, we became the full family missionary in 2018 in Seychelles.
Hello, I'm Maia Tolentino. I'm assigned in the Department of Missionary Development and Deployment. As Onel said earlier, we were also assigned in the different departments, different assignments when I was in YFC. So before we met, I was assigned in the province of Agusan del Sur, and then in China, we were together then as a YFC full-time pastoral worker. And then I was moved to the Middle East, and then we got married. So we had Tria, we went to Kenya as our first family mission, and then came back. After that, we were, in Kenya, we had Roby. So he was born there.
Yeah.
So his name is Imani. So after I gave birth to Roby, we came back and then served here in Manila again for 4 years.
Yeah.
And then was assigned again to Seychelles as a family missionary.
I'm Chia Tolentino and I'm the daughter.
My name is Roby Tolentino.
How old are you?
I am 8.
Before, when we were assigned in Kenya for 3 years and actually 6-7 months, we came back. We served here in Manila, and then we were assigned again to Seychelles for another 3 years and 5 months. And then we just came back last November.
Last year. Tria was born here in Manila, in Pasig.
Yeah. When she was 10, we flew to Kenya. We were assigned in Kenya when she was 10 months old.
Yeah.
And she was 10 months old. Roby was born in Kenya, so we flew back to Philippines when he was 3 months old.
3 months old.
Okay. Then when we were assigned to Seychelles, Tria was 8.
Turning.
Tria was 8 and Roby was 4. And then when we came back, now they're 12 and 8.
Yeah.
So basically, they have a 4-year gap in every country that we go to.
Mission.
Yeah, in the mission that we were assigned to.
And basically, Tria really grew up
In the mission.
in the mission.
Yeah, in the mission.
Because 8 years of her life was really
In the mission. Yeah.
Unang challenges is the culture where we are assigned. And then next is yung language barrier between the, of course, you came in the Philippines and to wherever countries were being sent. And aside from that, nothing that much. Siguro culture, because of course we as a Filipino, we have completely different culture from other countries. So siguro yun yung mga bits and peaks ng aming mga challenges in mission.
Siguro as a family, I think because we were a young couple then, so the adjustment of adjusting with each other as a couple and as a new parent, and then serving with other culture, so you have to also adjust. And basically when we were assigned, you really have to learn how to adjust well with each other because there's only the two of you there. Even though you have other brothers and sisters in the community, but it's personally, like as a couple, you have to strive hard to be okay, to be better. And I think we grew from there. We learned a lot from there. The challenge of how to become a better person for each other and a better parent to Tria that time. So yeah, that's a challenge. And in the mission, maybe Onel mentioned earlier about the different culture, the language barrier, because in Kenya they speak Swahili, their national language. So though they speak English very well,
Yeah.
but of course it's nice to really speak to them in their local dialect.
Especially if we are
Going to
traveling
the other areas
area.
outside of Nairobi.
Yeah.
But it's a learning process. I enjoyed learning the language as well, but it's really difficult because it's new to us. It's new to us. In Seychelles, it's also another language. Like they speak French and Creole, which is very different from English. Their culture is also different. I think the adjustment is just how to adapt to
learning the language.
Yeah.
And maybe also because we came from Philippines. Basically, we live near Manila, so the kind of life that we have in Manila,
It's
the
busy.
and then when we went to Seychelles, the life there is so
It's like very
easy,
island life.
Quite
So a big adjustment. Yeah, a big adjustment. But with the kids, were there any challenges that you experienced during the mission? Maybe Ate Tria can answer.
No.
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 How about you?
No.
No.
classmate.
There's
Is it
no
like-
challenge.
In school?
Like you didn't have difficulty
In
when you
school?
went, in school.
What about friends?
Like friends. Ate,
Yeah. Yeah.
do you
Your
have
friends.
any difficulty?
No.
No, like missing friends.
Yeah.
Missing friends. Yeah. The difficulty was me missing my friends here in the Philippines.
When we went
Yeah,
there.
when we went to Seychelles.
Actually, when we were already preparing for our visa application, Tria got sick.
I had GBS,
Yeah.
Guillain-Barré syndrome.
So she got paralyzed and she was admitted in the ICU for almost a month. So that time, I think the challenge is because, financially it was so difficult, but God has been so good and so faithful that during that time He allowed us to just bask in His goodness and His grace for Tria's healing, and then sending us a lot of
Help
help
From-
financially,
yeah, from
emotionally,
generous-
like prayers.
from generous brothers and sisters,
In the
friends,
community.
families,
And then after that, we asked her actually if it's still okay to go on mission, because aside from we are scared that it might come back. We do not know what will happen to her.
Yes.
Because it's an autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
So we are, scared if it will happen again. But when we asked her, so Ate Tria, are you still okay to go on? No, actually, she asked us after she got out
Well,
from the hospital. She asked us
after the therapy.
after the physical therapy, because she cannot walk. So after the therapy, she asked us, "So, Mom, when are we going to Seychelles?" And I think that's the time that we got a sign that okay, we will still go on mission, because I think it's Tria she's the one who
Who's always
already what's this?
excite us.
Yeah. Who
And
excited
maybe we
us.
also like part of our prayer then was really discerning if not to push through on the mission because of course of her physical health. But then when really Tria asked us about that, so it helped us also in our discernment as a family. It was also a turning point for us also to say to our leaders and elders in the community that we are really pushing and continue the yes. More than the apprehension, more than the fear, and also about the healthcare system there. Simply, it was really a clear words that when our daughter said that when are we going to say, it's like a big yes that God is telling us. It's an affirmation. So I will take care of your family.
Did you enjoy the mission together with us in Seychelles?
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
Seychelles is my second home, actually.
Oh.
It's when we made friends with the locals, and learned their language and culture. It's the most memorable moment.
How about you? You have so many. What are the memorable? What did you enjoy most there? Like, what's like the happy thought that you?
The beaches.
The beaches. What else?
Playground.
Playground. And
Playgrounds.
seeing my classmates every day.
Seeing your classmates every day.
When you sing.
And then
Sing?
because every Wednesday we serve in the what's this,
Bunch.
English mass
For the
for the migrants. So when they don't have classes on Wednesdays, so we tag them along because it's in the noontime. So Roby likes to sing during the mass. So he helps Tita Barry in singing, and Ate Tria also helps in being the reader during the mass. So I think we as a family, that's what we like memorable moments in serving together.
When coming back here, also we enter to another set of discernment. But yet, like what you said, why? Because we still see the Christ calling. Because Christ calling is not only about monetary or about the financial that we can get from the community, what we are receiving from our monthly salary. But we see the mission and the calling of God where we are serving right now, especially me, that I'm serving in Angkop. I could really see that God has been calling me to be of service in the livelihood program, and I'm happily enjoying serving, without counting the cost. So that's all basically for me. How about you, Mom?
Yeah, well, we discussed about the calling. I think we are still called to serve the community. We are so grateful to God, to the community, that I think it's right to give it back through our service. Being a missionary and practically just, I think for me personally, it gives me joy in seeing others also experience Christ when we serve and they are happy. So yeah, I think that's.
It's always a discernment and a prayer. The conviction is not maybe same with us to other couple, but when you are seeing Christ in the mission, and you know that your family and your children are understanding also, that's the key also for them to have that support and that joy na you will be going to mission. So it's easy, and though you can also say the word easy, but actually there's a lot of challenges, ups and downs on those areas. But because you were being purified every day, because you see the calling, not just simply you are serving as a missionary of community, because you are seeing Christ is really calling you to where the Lord has been sending you, and to whatever countries and territories, and you always have that enthusiasm of also introducing Christ to them, because becoming a witness, especially in this generation, that a lot of people are also might not have that interest in knowing God more. So basically, that's for me. And maybe, Mommy, what can you add about it?
Of course, I will. I think that's really my my passion. In sharing to other young couples and young families to go on mission. The challenge, there. Everywhere you go, there will be challenges. But the beauty of having a family to serve together and go on mission, it's a different level. Like, you serve together, the children will be exposed in serving others. I think that's one. They will learn how to serve God and serve others at the same time together. And I always believe that when you serve together, you are also fulfilling the vision of CFC. That the families in the Holy Spirit renew the face of the earth. Wherever we are sent, as long as we are together as a family, we know that we are trying to fulfill that vision of CFC.
First, God knows the desires of our hearts. God knows the prayer of every family. So He will allow us to experience many things when God will purify us to the most. Because sabi nga ni Maya kanina, kahit namang lahat ng pamilya wherever you are, we will experience and encounter challenges and difficulties. But above all, when we know that it is Christ who calls us, kukulitin ka niya. He will never stop to send people and to ask you those kinds of questions na mapaparealize ka na, oo nga, no, na-prepare pala ako ni God dito. And I'm grateful because also, yung kami ni Maya, we were both grew up in the community and also our children that they really understand us. At times they have questions, but after that, they just really share to us those questions, but we managed to address everything. And we are also grateful kasi inalaw din ni God na may mga makasama kami sa mission na mababait at nakakatrabaho namin ng masaya doon. Mami.
Siguro, wherever the Lord calls you, we always believe that He will take care of you. He will take care of your needs. He will take care of your fears. He will take care of everything. And He will make sure that when you trust Him, when you follow Him, He will take care. He will take care. And I think that's how we survive as a family. We are very, very far from being perfect and being holy. We are still struggling. We are working, we are working hard to be better spouse to each other, better parents to our children, to be better missionary. But I think when you trust the Lord and when you just surrender, He will take care of you.
He will equip
Because
us.
He's a very faithful God. I think that's what we learned throughout the years as a missionary family, from our mission as a young Youth for
Missionary.
Christ until we became CFC and a family.
Missionary, from the health of our children.
From all our needs.
Yeah,
It might not be like extravagant or we don't have a lot, but God provides for our needs.
and the fulfillment of doing the mission.
So, because God is faithful.
Thank you.
Happy 41st anniversary, CFC!
I'm Onel.
I'm Maya.
I'm Shia.
I'm Roby.
And we are the Tolentino family and nous la famille de missionnaires.